Hey, how are you? Good people, thank you so much for joining me. How are you doing? My name is Anna Mugeche, the counselor. Welcome to the channel of today. The video for today, that is. The channel has been there. It's not the channel for today. The channel has been there for several months. And thank you so much for those who have subscribed. Thank you so much for those who have been waiting on me. I've also been waiting on you for every Wednesday and every Friday video. Thank you so much for showing me a lot of love. Thank you. I really appreciate. Merci beaucoup, merci beaucoup, merci beaucoup. And I will do it even better. Anna Mugeche is a counselor like I started by saying. I am a counselor by professional. I'm an educator. You need that help, please seek for that help. You're smart enough to seek for that help. Seek for that help. If you have any question that you want to ask, please do ask. I am passionate about family matters. I'm passionate about relationships and marriages, and even teenagers who I inspire, who I empower, who I educate through my profession as an educator. And I also counsel through my professional as a professional counselor. Have you subscribed to this channel? Please do subscribe. I've done so many videos. I've been on for several months now, and I have seen your support, and thank you so much. So I'm waiting for you to subscribe. Please do it. Yes, and watch to the end, because this video of today is a video that is really affecting so many of us, especially our youth, especially our young sisters and brothers who are preparing to get married, who are preparing to be engaged, who are preparing to have relationships. And this is why I've decided to have this. And once again, I've said I am passionate about family matters. I'm passionate about relationships. I am passionate about marriages. So you have any question on that line, out of experience and as a professional, you can ask through the contacts below. So this is the channel of hope. This is where we give hope. This is where we empower, we educate, we inspire, we counsel, and we enlighten. And welcome to this channel. Don't forget to subscribe. My name once again is Anna Mugeche, the counselor. In today's video, I want to talk about that thing that goes viral whenever you see it, and that is, I have moved in with my boyfriend. I have moved in with my girlfriend. And you guys, you want to watch and see what happens. And this is the video for today. And subscribe to the channel. Welcome to the video and the talk of today with Anna Mugeche, the counselor, and the counselor's insights table. So today, like I've said, I want us to talk about that thing of I have moved in with my boyfriend, I have moved in with my girlfriend. But that is, I want us to talk about the dangers of that. Why would you move in with a boyfriend? Why would you move in with your girlfriend? What are the dangers, and why do you move in with your boyfriend and your girlfriend? Who knows about it? You know what I'm talking about. You've been dating this guy, you've been dating this man, you've been dating this lady, and you feel like you're good enough. Why would you move in? In the first place, why were you dating? I'm not trying to be very harsh, but I'm trying to put sense in you guys. Please think about it whenever you say you are just about to move in. I've seen so many people who have done videos. I've heard so many people talking about moving in with boyfriends and moving in with girlfriends. And I've been asking myself, as what does it mean when you say that you move in with your girlfriend? Please, people, educate me. I may come from an old school. When you talk about moving in with your girlfriend, I think it means, and if I'm wrong, I should be corrected. I think it means that you are the guy, you've been dating this lady, and you've decided to move into her house. Is that what it means? Is that what it means? And when you say that I've moved in with my boyfriend, I think it's either way. You've moved to his house, ama he has moved into your house. That is what it means. And when you talk about moving in, this is somebody that you've been dating. Guys, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I've done a video about how long you should date. Please watch. I've also done a video about why you should date and the reasons as to why you should date. So you guys, if you've been dating this lady, you've been dating this gentleman, and you feel that you're good enough to move in, please, after you watch why you should date and how long you should date, you should be able to answer this question of moving in and moving out. Because what I know, if it is your boyfriend, you're sure and very much this has been your boyfriend. And sometimes I tend to differ with girlfriend and boyfriend, because, like, for example, you are a guy, you have so many boyfriends. Those are the friends that you move around with. Those are your company. If it's a girl, you have so many girlfriends. If it is a man, you have so many. I'm talking about the youth. You have your group of girls that you relate with in terms of being friends. There's now strings attached. If it's a lady, the same. If it's a man, the same. So when we speak about the boyfriend and girlfriend, I tend to think, and you're free to disagree with me, I tend to think that this is a person that you're dating. True or false? Yeah? You've been dating for quite some time. This is somebody that you've known for a whole year, and there are strings attached. There's people who have feelings. There's something that you feel about this guy. There's something that you feel about this lady, and that is why now you are calling him your girlfriend and your boyfriend. And I wonder what is the difference between a boyfriend, a fiancé, and a fiancé. Somebody that you're just about to get married to. So then when you move in, is it come we stay, ama you move in to check whether it is working or not? Because I believe if this is a guy you've been dating, this is a lady that you've been dating, please, it is somebody that you feel it can work. You've dated, you've seen the characters, you've seen the behaviors, you've seen these are behaviors that you can condone, you've seen this is a character that you can condone, it's an extrovert, it's an introvert, this is a person that you can survive with. And so when does it come to moving in? What if this is a character that, why do you test? Why do you want to test whether you can do it? Now, guys, I want to give you the dangers of doing this. Number one, you may move in and he realizes, or she realizes, that this is not what I wanted. So then what are you going to do? You've already moved in. And once you move in, I don't know whether you move in as a husband and a wife. I don't know whether you move in as somebody should enlighten me in this and educate me in this, because I feel it's dangerous when you move in with a man. Now, I will start with a guy moving into a girl's house, that is. Because I believe when you say you move in one house, and so you're living together. So the question is, you're living together as a husband and a wife, or you're moving in as a girlfriend or a boyfriend? Does it change? Do we have terms and conditions when you move in? That if you move in my house, my house is ABCD, my house is like that. When you move into me, I am ABCD and all that. Because I tend to think whenever you hear, I have moved in with my boyfriend, he has moved in my girlfriend, I don't believe in that. Probably you will say that I'm an old school. Because if anything happens, you both will suffer. If you move in with your girlfriend, you move in with your boyfriend, and you realize it is not working, you are going to dump each other. If it's a man, you dump the girl. If it's a girl, you're going to dump the man. And vice versa. So what will happen to you as an individual? Were there terms and conditions? I mean, when you decided to move in, I'm not saying that those who have come with stay marriage is, I'm not trying to judge you. Remember, I'm a professional counselor, although now I'm not talking as a counselor as per se. I'm not talking as in that capacity, I'm talking about in this capacity of a woman or a lady who has had boyfriends, who has had girlfriends, who is married now, and I know the dangers of moving in as a couple. Number one, I'll start by talking to ladies. Whenever you move in with a man, there are already strings attached. Number one, you're going to sleep together. There are dangers of sleeping together. Number two, you are not entitled to that house because you just decided to enter. Yes, you just moved in. The other risk is that you may move in and your parents are not aware. I always encourage guys, I always encourage ladies, please make sure that you don't do it behind the scenes. Don't hide behind yourselves. Because you can lie to yourself, you can lie to others, you can lie to him, you can lie to her, but you cannot lie to yourself. Neither can you lie to God, and neither can you lie to the devil. So whenever you move in, what are the terms and conditions? What if it doesn't work? Are you entitled to anything in that house? You know, when you move in, another one can move in and say, I also belong here. So what will you do? So I always advise people to make it official. Make sure that your parents are aware, because they're the only ones. They can stand in you. They can stand for you and say that, yes, we know this guy, we know this lady. Now, the other thing that I'm going to tell you, ladies, is whenever you move in and you get pregnant, it's very easy for that guy to disown you. It's very easy for that guy to say, no, it's not mine. So you are left suffering as a lady. You're left as a single mother. I'm not saying single mothers are not bad, but you decided to move in, and this is exactly what happens. So you end up becoming a single mother. And the dad of the child may also not be responsible. This can also happen to the guys. You decided to move into that lady's house, and the lady decides to disown you. The other thing that I would want you to look at whenever you decide to move in with your girlfriend, whenever you decide to move in with your boyfriend, is that it is not known. This is a relationship that only you knows. This is a relationship that only your friends know. And you know, when you get married, when you decide to get married, it's not a secret. It is something that will come into the limelight. It will come to the public because you're already living together. So you guys, it is dangerous to move in because you're not even sure of what you're moving in to do. And probably maybe you're sure, you're trying, let's try. You're saying, let's test, let's try. Moving in with boyfriend and girlfriend, it's risky. You know he's the one, you know she's the one. You've dated enough and you love each other. There's love in the air. And you know, you guys, it is that love that makes you to move in because you feel you cannot live without each other. So don't go the shortcut. Go to your parents. Report this to your parents. And ladies, if he doesn't want to face your parents, he's not the one. He's ashamed of you. He's not ready for you. Guys, if she does not want to face your parents, she is not the one. She's ashamed of you. Yes. Don't even move in with her. Don't even move in with him. It's risky. I've heard so many people asking on the social media, how do you know she's the one? How do you know he loves you? Give it a test. Somebody, give it a test and see how it will happen. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So like I've said, try to test. Test and see whether he's the one or not. Guys, it's very dangerous when you say that you're going to move in with your boyfriend or your girlfriend. I know love is in the air. I know you really love each other. I know that is how you feel. But you need to think also twice as to why you are doing it. Because you know what? I keep on saying in this channel, consequences have, actions and decisions that you make, the choices that you make have consequences. And if you choose a long-term choice, decision, it will have a long-term consequences. So don't gabble around with life. Don't gabble around with marriages. Don't gabble around with moving in with people. Because by the end of the day, if you realize that is not the person that you really wanted to live with, if you realize that you did the wrong thing, then you may end up moving on with everybody, or moving on with so many people. This thing seems to be very have a lot of light. I had to move the position because I was under siege. Somebody decided to interrupt my video, and I hope my audio can be seen. I hope you can see me properly. Yes, can you see me properly? I hope yes. And like I've said, try to take somebody to your parents, and if he doesn't want, she doesn't want, then I'm sure she's ashamed of you. So before you do or you make these choices, just because you heard somebody did it, think twice. Think twice. Somebody could be pretending to be yours. Somebody could be pretending to love you. But think twice, because choices have consequences. Once again, guys, choices have consequences, and you have to know what you want in life. Yes, he is my boyfriend. He is my girlfriend. I trust him. I love him. You don't trust somebody 100%. I mean, sometimes we love, especially as ladies, we love so much until we forget about ourselves. We love so much until we don't even think straight. Am I right, guys? Ladies, we don't think twice when we're doing things. And just because we love, and we love with this. But I've been advising youth wherever I come across them, wherever I'm inspiring them, wherever I'm empowering them. It is okay to love. We love with this, but sometimes we also need to love with this. Yes, so that we can think carefully whenever we are making choices. We can think carefully. We can think without any problem whenever we are talking about something, or before even we make that decision. Because guys, when you move in, of course you become intimate. There's sex that is involved. So then if you move in today, tomorrow we move on with another one. We move in with another one. Guys, we become something else. And this is a time when you feel people saying that, when you hear people saying that they're used, when you hear people saying, I wish I knew, and there's nothing wrong like I mean, nothing bad like I wish I knew. So choices have consequences. Don't do it because others are doing it. Don't do it because you watched a video where somebody was really enjoying having good time with his boyfriend in her house, or with her girlfriend in his house. Choices have consequences. Don't do it because they are doing it. There are dangers that are involved in it. You may end up moving in with so many people. You may end up being hurt. And probably if you decided to keep it separate. I mean, this is my house. You have your house. Whenever we decide to get married, we shall move in together. And if in case, I'll always advise people that, ladies, if you want to belong to that home, you have to sit with your 2 feet. This is for ladies. Sit with your 2 feet, such that even if at that party comes, you will be able to say, no, I am entitled, I belong, and this is my house. But not by moving in. You need people who know what is happening. You need your parents to witness. If it's not the church, if it's not the civil, you can have, nowadays we have 3 types of marriages. You can have religious marriage, you can have a civil marriage, you can have a customary marriage, that is. Go to your parents and report the 2 of you. Yes, report. I've just used a written language. Go and say, we love each other and we want to start life together. And there are steps and stages that you have to go through. And then, ladies, you will belong. Gentlemen, you also belong. Don't move in behind the scenes like you're hiding. What are you hiding if you love each other? If you are ready, if he's ready for you, lady, to move in, go the right way. If she's ready to live with you as a gentleman, go the right way. There are dangers involved. Once you start becoming intimate, a baby will come. Are you ready for that baby? You just moved in because you love each other. Are you ready for the baby? Are you ready for the consequences? Are you ready for the fights that come in when you start moving in as a husband and a wife? Now, the other thing that I wanted to talk about, I'll give you this and I'll tell you this for free. I may look like I'm a fool, I may look like I'm very backward, but I'll tell you this. I dated with my boyfriend, I dated my husband, I dated him for 1.5 years, I guess, or 1 and a few months, and I used to visit him. Yes, I used to visit him. There's nothing wrong with visiting. The problem is what you do when you visit your boyfriend. The problem is what you do when you visit your girlfriend. That is where the problem is. Because this is a man that you love, this is a lady that you love. You have the right to go out together and you have the right to visit. But what you do is all what matters, and they have consequences. And I'll tell you this. I would visit him, but I'll never cook for him. Yes. Those were my principles. I mean, why would I cook for you? Guys, I know you will hate me. Ladies, if you've started doing it, I don't know how you're going to stop it. But I never cooked for him. Never. He hasn't married me. Why should I cook? I may seem to be strict, but those were my principles. Number 2, I never cleaned the house for him. Did I? No, I didn't. I would, but I never. Number 3, I never washed clothes for him. Because trust me, if I started cooking then, if I started washing clothes for him then when we got married, who would he become? And if at all I could not wash clothes for myself, I would look for people to clean for me. Why would I clean for him anyway? And those were my principles, and he had no problems. Ladies, I know what you're doing, especially the younger ones, the youth. You go there, you sleep there. You wake up and make breakfast. You wash clothes for him. Na umeacha kwako. You've left your house. You wash clothes for him. You wash the house for him. And then you get tired when you get married to him. Those are the dangers that I'm talking about. You've already shown him that you can do all this for him. And you're not even washing your own clothes. You're not cleaning your own house. You have people that come to clean your house, to wash your clothes. And you're busy washing for him. I mean, you won't belong when you get married. Gentlemen, this is what you're doing. You go to that house, you're doing shopping because you're already in that house. You're doing shopping for her, which is okay. You're buying everything for her. You're even paying the rent. And the danger of doing that is that you've given yourself to her so much. And the moment when it comes for her to say, it's over, you are not the one. I mean, the disagreements come and you are like, this is not what I wanted. And she moves on and you move on, and that is the time, guys, you feel cheated. This will affect even your next relationship. Because you will say, he hurt me, she hurt me, I'll never love again. And since you still want to get married, you carry this baggage of the former relationship to your marriage. And this is what the dangers I'm talking about, guys. Let there be a limit. Don't move in. Don't move here. Don't move here. Visit, have date outside there, inside your house, have a cup of tea together, have a lunch together. But whatever the actions and the choices you make will have consequences. It could affect your future relationship. It could affect your future marriages because you were once hurt. You gave yourself so much. You gave yourself to him. You gave yourself to her. And it didn't work. And when you decide to, now this is the time to settle. You settle with this lady, you settle with this man. You settle and now you're married. And the past is still haunting you. This guy hurt me. This lady hurt me. I'm not going to give in fully here. You are not going to give in 100%. You're not going to give yourself 100% to your family. And this is where you're supposed to have given, or to give in, or to give out 100%, because this is where you have settled and this is where your life is. So guys, what do I mean, or what do I say? Never give out 100%. Never forget yourself, especially in a relationship. Wait when you're married. Wait when it is the right time. Give yourself in 100%. Leave a room also, and know that there are arguments and some quarrels and some fights that come when you're married. But because you dated properly, you're ready for them, and you are ready to work out the issues that come. So guys, I hope I've empowered you. I hope I've educated you. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to ask any professional help. For professional help, don't forget to ask any question that you would want to ask. If you have a group of youth, if you have a group of couples that you would want to be inspired, that you want to have a motivational speaker, here I am. I can talk to them, I can give advice, and I can inspire, educate, empower, and enlighten, so that we can have, once again, hashtag happy marriages, hashtag happy relationships, hashtag happy ladies and gentlemen, hashtag happy family members or family units. In Jesus' name, and that is what I pray for you. So are you ready to be cancelled? Are you ready to be inspired? You have that group that you want somebody to speak to. Here I am. My contacts are below there. Below this, on the description of the video, you're going to get my contacts, my email address, and you can invite me to that group that you want somebody to inspire or educate. My name is Anna Mugeche. Thank you so much for watching up to this end. Thank you so much for listening to me. You've listened to the end, and I know you've been inspired and educated, and may God bless you. Amen. So guys, we are talking about moving in with your partner, and we are talking about the pros and the cons. We are talking about the difficulties that you can face. We are talking about the things that you can come across that you never expected when you decide to move in with your partner. So this is what I'm talking about throughout the video. I hope you can watch the whole of the video so that you can know if you have such an arrangement on whatever you're supposed to have. There must be a very strong agreement, I believe, because once you decide to move in with your partner, it means that you feel that you can be one for a long time. But moving in must have a very good arrangement, because if you're moving in as a husband and a wife, there must be such an agreement. Because number one, you have not been living together. You've just been dating, or you've just been friends. And once you move in with an expectation of getting married, it becomes an issue if the expectation is not met. So there must be a very strong agreement, a very strong arrangement between the two of you, a good discussion. The problem is that we move in one by one. We are forced to, not one by one, I mean sometimes I come, I spend there, I leave some clothes, then I go back to my house. You come to my house with some clothes, you leave some, and then you go back to your house. By the end of the day, my whole house will be in your house, or your whole house will be my house. And you see, it is just visiting, so there's no arrangement that has been done. So remember, when you decide to move into your partner's place, guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It means that now your partner is more exposed. I am more exposed. If I'm the partner, we are both exposed, because there are some things that you haven't seen in me and you're going to see in me. Are you ready to deal with that? That is what I mean. There must be an arrangement. So if you're moving in with your partner, your boyfriend or your girlfriend, then there must be an arrangement. Whether it's, what arrangement is that? Are you just coming to spend and then you leave? Are you coming for 2 weeks and then you leave? Or are you coming forever? Is there such an arrangement? If I move in with you, or if you move in and you're expecting to get married, and then I realize, no, this is not the arrangement, this is not what I wanted, then it becomes a big issue. The other issue is, you may realize that your partner is messy, dirty in the house is such a mess. You know, there's a difference between visiting and meeting the house is a mess for 2 hours and then you leave. And there's another thing of visiting that house and getting a messy house throughout since you're living there. It becomes another issue. So you need to discuss a lot about some of these things. It's just a dialogue you discuss and say, this is not supposed to be happening. Try to help each other. If you realize that your partner is such a mess, especially in that house, all dress wise and all that, because sometimes I may be pretending when I'm meeting with you. I may be pretending when I meet with you, I'm very smart, but when you come to my house, it's something else. Especially if your partner has been hiding away from you. You guys, I hope you're getting what I'm talking about. I'm just from the from work. I've done this video several times. I have several clips. I want to make it as a longer enough so that you can understand this topic about moving in with boyfriend, girlfriend, or your partner, the pros and the cons. Have you subscribed to my channel? Remember, my name is Anna Mugeche. I am a counselor. I do counseling one-on-one. Yes, if you want to book, you can book a session. My number is down there. And I hope I'm audible enough to be heard, because leaving my place of work, coming from work, I feel a bit tired, but I'll try to finish this video so that I can put it on. For you who is planning or who is organizing to move in with your partner, you've already moved in, there are things that you can do. If it is not working, you can try to do something. And for example, if you decide to move in and then you realize that this relationship is not going anywhere, then you may think that the relationship may not have a future. For example, if you realize that the person that you are moving in with, that is your partner, the relationship is toxic, he's violent, she's abusive or he's abusive, and then you realize that the relationship is taking you nowhere. And that is why I said from the beginning that there must be an arrangement that you make. Yes, there must be an arrangement that you make, because things may not go the way you expected because you're living together. There are so many things that are going to be exposed about your partner, and about your partner is going to know about you, that they may realize they cannot cope up with. So if you think it's going to happen like that, please don't move in. Learn each other before you move in, because there's a difference between moving in and getting married. There's a very big difference, guys. Let's talk the truth. There's a difference between moving in and getting married. You want to have some marriage coach, you want to have some relationship coach, you want to hire me, you can hire me. The number is down there. Yes, I hope you're understanding each other. So one, you may realize it's messy, that your partner is messy. Are you ready to live with it? When it comes to finances, what are the arrangements? Remember, you are in your own house. He or she was in his own house, and now you are moving in one of the houses. What about the finances? Are you going to combine the bills? Are you going to combine the rent? Who is going to do this? Sometimes it may become a mess. It will become messy because you have not discussed about that. So there must be so many discussions that you're going to make. You must feel that you're safe even when you move in, when it comes matters with finances. Sometimes you may realize that your partner is a heavy spender. You may realize that your partner does not even have the money that you thought he had. The expectations are not met, especially if the finances were met, and then you realize what you are expecting financially is not the way it is. So guys, there must be a dialogue and a lot of discussion. You must think twice before you decide to move in together with your partner. I hope I can be hard enough. Somehow I am feeling a bit tired. I'm really trying to make it happen, guys. Please subscribe. I hope you're watching up to this end. And I hope I'm helping you and I'm educating you. This is a channel where we enlighten, where we educate, where we empower, and where we give counseling for those people who need professional help. This is Anna Mugeche, and the channel is bringing hope in life. Yes, guys, if you just joined me, you know, there are people who like skipping until you reach where you wanted to see or what you want to hear. But I hope you can watch this video to the end so that we can help each other. So that you can even help that person who is on his way or their way to moving in together with their partners before even they discuss something. And somehow, somewhere, like I had started by saying, you need your parents to know, you need people who are accountable to what you are doing. so that if it becomes messy, there's somebody who is accountable. If it means writing something and signing in something, it is very, very important. Because you guys, if you feel that you can live together and you can live for long as one, then I don't see the reason as to why you don't want to sign things. I don't see the reason as to why you don't want to inform others. I don't see the reason as to why you have to hide. If it's a come, we stay fine. What is the agreement? What if the expectations are not going to be met? There are pros and cons. Problems are about to come up if your expectations are not met as a partner. You may realize this is not what you wanted. You may realize this is not the character that I wanted to live with. And so what will you do? What will you do? So you must have a plan on how you are moving in, guys. You must have a plan, because we don't want kids to start coming and there's no plan. We don't want kids to start coming and there was no arrangement of such eventualities coming. So what is that arrangement that you have when you decide to move in? Am I communicating now? I'm really trying to communicate, guys. And don't forget to subscribe, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. My name is Anna Mugeche once again. And we are talking about moving in with partners. The pros and the cons. And sometimes it may come with an advantage because you know each other better. But I thought the dating thing is the one which is supposed to help you know each other better. Yes. What do you think, guys? What do you think? What do you think about that? When you decide to move in with your partner, what comes into your mind? When you decide to visit and you move in with one garment today, you go for a week, you leave the garment there, you leave another one, you keep on changing, and by the end of the day, your whole house is in his house. Or his whole house is in your house with no arrangement. And pap, there the baby comes. And I decide this is not what I had planned. I never expected to have a baby. I never expected us to have babies. Because guys, let's be serious. Let's be sincere. In this case, there's going to be involvement of sex because you are sharing a space. And there must be something to do with sex that is involved. Sometimes you may realize this is not what I wanted sex-wise. I am not getting satisfied. I am like that. He's like that. He's like this. I've already moved in and I don't want to do it before marriage. So then there must be such an arrangement. Why are you moving in? Yes. Guys, it is that serious. Because I will keep on repeating in this video, there is a difference between marriage and moving in together. Unless the arrangement was you are moving in as a husband and a wife. Yes, I hope I am communicating, yes. So how are you supposed to do it now? What are we doing now? Yes, together. Are you doing it together? Are you doing it together? Yes, that is what I'm talking about. I am talking about it. How is it supposed to be done? Yes, guys. How is it supposed to be done? How are you supposed to organize on moving in? Is it just a visit and then it becomes a come we stay? There must be arrangement. And I'm always going to insist as a counselor, there is going to be so much changes in that relationship. There must be problems if it is not well done, because the difference is you are dating, but now you're living together. Some of these problems that you never expect will come. So if you leave a room where you're going to have some communication about solving these issues, then it will become a very, very big problem. Remember, you are sharing space. And you have never even thought sometimes when you're in your own house, there are things that you don't do. For example, for us ladies, when I used to live alone, I rarely cooked. Because you're just alone. Sometimes you'd buy milk and take with you ugali. Is it like that, guys? Sometimes you'd buy chips, sometimes you rarely cook because you're just alone. And sometimes you'll even be forced to eat enough from your place of work. And then here you move in with him. He was also like that. Sometimes I cook. I mean, you cook, you're very good in cooking and you like cooking. And then you meet with somebody who does not cook. So then what will happen? Some of those chores, have you discussed about how you are going to do them? They may look very small, they may look very petty, but they're things that can bring problems. Remember, you are sharing space. There are some people who want to have their time alone. Here you are, you want to have your time alone. I want to be company. I don't want to live alone. I don't want to stay alone. I want company. I always want somebody near me. And now that we have moved in, we are two different people. You want your space. I want to be occupied. Then this brings a problem. So there must be a lot of dialogue. These are the pros. The relationship is going to change, guys. Don't think when you move in, the dating will continue like that. Things will start coming up. Because number one, as you share the space, there are so many things that you have to look at. The messiness that I talked about. He's a heavy spender, she's a heavy spender. I don't have enough, you don't have enough, or I have enough. So then what will happen when it comes to finances? That is what I'm talking about, guys. My expectations were not met. I expected when I moved to his house, he's going to pamper me. I expected when she moves to my house, she's going to pamper me, she's going to do ABCD, but you realize it's not working. And sometimes you start questioning and asking yourselves, is it really, do we have a future in this? And this is where we see the deal breaker. The deal breaks. That is where you start having arguments. That is where you start having problems, and you might find it's not even working. So as a counselor, I think you need a lot of dialogue. As a counselor, I think you need a lot of talking to do. A lot of discussion must be done before you decide to move in. A lot of agreement and decisions must be made before you start to move in. This is the counselor's talk and the insights, because you are about to fight these problems, guys. You're about to fight these problems. And remember, once again, I'll keep on repeating, it's not the same as marriage. Yes, it's not the same as marriage. Moving in together, why did you move in the first place? What was the agreement? What are the expectations? Who is going to put the bills? Who is going to cook? Who is going to wash the utensils? I am used to cook and leave the utensils dirty. You're used to cooking and utensils never left dirty. Are we going to start learning on how we are going to be living? And that is why I said the danger is, if you visit today, you stay for 3 days, you leave your clothes there, and by the end of the day, you find yourself there for a whole week. This is about the partners now, both of you. A whole week, and then you leave. Then after 2 weeks, you go, you stay, you go, you stay, you go, you stay, you leave, you come back, you leave and come back. And by the end of the day, you are there. You just moved in. And that is where, especially us ladies, find ourselves. I just visited, and then I decided to stay. Under what circumstances did you stay? On what agreement are you there? On what decisions are you there? And you find this is not what you wanted. Even men, you realize this is not what you wanted. Because there was no structure on how you moved in, there was no arrangement on how you moved in, there was no plan on how you moved in, and it becomes a big issue. So you guys, I tell you the truth, you must think twice before you decide to move in with your partner. The two of you. Not only the lady, not only the man, but the two of you must think twice before you move in. Yes. This is Anna Mugeche, the counselor. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Hit on the notification, by the way, so that you can be getting the alerts or the notifications when the new videos come every Friday and every Wednesday. Merry Christmas, guys. Merry Christmas. We have a few days to Christmas. Who is working and who is not working? Who is planning on how you're going to spend Christmas with your partner? Think twice. Make sure that you have arrangement even as you spend with him or her, wherever you are. Be sure of what you are doing before you ruin your 2021. You're already living in the new normal. You're going to January. You don't want to spoil your new year, 2021, by spending your Christmas in the wrong foot. Think twice before you decide to move in. Think twice before you decide to go out together. Because number one, I know intimacy is involved. Sex is involved. Are you safe? Are you sure he is the one? Are you sure she is the one? Are you sure you're not going to be hurt or you're going to be hurt? Because I feel if you are in love and love is in the air and you feel each other, there's nothing to hide. You can go the right way. You can go report yourself. You can go to your parents and be accountable to your parents. And you move in. Because guys, we are not talking about the Western world. I'm talking about the African culture. Yes. Even if it is come we stay, let it be known. Let someone know that I live with my boyfriend. I live with my girlfriend. Because this is world, guys. And this is alive. Let's be sincere. This is alive. Anything can happen. You may think this is what you expected to happen, but it never happened the way you expected. We've seen so many things happening. We've seen people disappear with boyfriends and girlfriends who are never known. And then when the family starts looking for you, you are nowhere to be found. Nobody knows your boyfriend. Nobody knows your girlfriend. Even your closest friend do not know. Why would you hide love? I mean, it's normal. It's common. If it has reached that stage, please talk to each other. Yes, because moving together, it means that you know each other and you've decided to do it. And you've seen that you can live for the longest time together. You can live as one. That is what it means. But sometimes we are so excited and we forget the most important things. And that is why we find ourselves in their homes. That is how we find ourselves as partners together. And we find that we have missed everything. And you find regretting and wondering, what did we do? And by the time you are regretting, a child or a baby is born or is made. And who will suffer? That child. That is when you decide this is not what you wanted. When one of the partners says, this is not what I expected. I mean, we never planned that kids are going to come. I mean, we just moved in so that we can enjoy each other's company. But there are problems that are about to happen, guys. There are problems that are about to happen. Think about them. Talk about them. Make sure that people know who your friend is. And especially these people who try to move in with foreigners. I've seen families cry because of foreigners. You met with a foreigner, you rarely know that person, and then you decided to move in, and before even you know him better, you know her better, you've already moved to their country, and your family is looking for you now. So guys, there must be arrangement. You just don't move in with people. He is your boyfriend, I don't refuse. She is your girlfriend, I don't refuse. But there must be structure as to how you are moving in. Yes. Am I communicating? These are my insights on those people who are planning to have a Kwamwe stay. You're so much in love, you're so much excited, and you forget the most important things that you need to think. Think with your head and not your heart, ladies. Men, don't be teased. Men, don't be blindfolded to women who are just there to hurt you. You've got to think twice before you decide to move in. Gentlemen, ladies, you also have to think twice before you decide to move in. Because once you start sharing that space, anything is about to happen. And if you are not sure, don't move in. Yes, If you're not sure, don't try to move in. Because guys, you're going to regret. And there's nothing bad like living a life of regret. Yes, there's nothing wrong like living a life of regret. So you guys, it is like that. We are talking about, what are we talking about? We are talking about moving on together. Moving on together. How do we move up together? How do we move up together? And this is what we are talking about. So how are you guys? Are you okay? Have you subscribed, by the way? Do you have any question that you want to ask me? Before I leave, because I want to leave, thank you so much if you have watched this video up to this far. I really appreciate your comments. I appreciate those people who are booking their sessions. Guys, there's nothing that has never been seen in this world. You moved in, you messed. It was a mess. You are messed. You messed someone. It's not the end of everything. There's always a second chance that you can be given. You're in need of a marriage coach. You're in need of a relationship coach. You're in need of professional help. Anna Mugeche, the counselor, can do all that. You can just come with your partner. We talk about it. You can just come with your partner. We agree on some of these things. You just need to get, you just need to book sessions. And we can see, depending on how messy you have become, or how messy you feel that you're messed, then there's nothing that has never happened in this world and the solution was seen. So guys, think twice before you decide to move in. My name is Anna Mugeche. The video is long. I've decided this is Christmas, so we may have time to watch a long videos. And please watch to the end and let us try to help each other. You have a nice Merry Christmas. Think twice before you decide to move in. Have structures on how you're going to move in and let us help each other. Because this world or this life, we need to help each other. We need to be happy. And you know what? I will finish by telling you this. Choices have consequences. And long-term choices have long-term consequences. You don't want to live a life of I wish I knew. You don't want to live a life of I married the wrong person. The wrong person, I mean. And by the way, I'm going to have a video of that thing of marrying a wrong person. There's nothing like that. So tune in for that video. It's coming next. And let us help each other. May God bless you. Don't forget to subscribe. Merry Christmas, guys. Merry Christmas. Yay. A quick fix. This is a quick fix, by the way. Have you watched my video about the short hair? This is just one of the quick fix that I do when I'm tired of that natural hair. God bless you guys, even as you plan to have a better relationship. Amen and amen. Do not forget to subscribe, and bye.